Then here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna watch the 7th episode of Cinderella Grey. Last episode was the conclusion for the Kasamatsu arc. Right now we are entering which I call the central arc last time. And new faces, Oguri is meeting new people, etc, etc. So let's get right into it. So, Sin Grey episode 7 in 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Wine cloths. Hey. It's a difference. But still the good. The people working in Singray. Oh, but my wife. Wife. Opening. Tazuna-san, my wife. wife. Well, first, the second one would be Tsurugiri Yoga-san. So then Elfie would be the third, I guess. Rico on the fourth. Hey, Joe. Now everything's gonna be changed because we're already on the central, so everything you've seen in season 1, 2, 3 and the movie and the OVAs. Yep. It's all gonna be there she is. Tamamo and Oguri. From Fujima's march to Tamamo. Yay no Muteki Mijirardan. Take the striker! Chiyono. Super Creek. Change from right now to left. Hey, there's my boy. Oh, Rudolph's. There we go. Oh, we're so getting the mermaid left behind. We're so getting the OVA for Fujimasa merch. Thank you for that. Hayakawa Tazuna-san. Yep. Oh, they skip they skip a panel. They skip something. Masaka Genjiro da. Jo no Ji. Happy. I mean, it's kinda also your fault for everything unraveling this way. Take responsibility, Masaka. Hey. Oh, don't leave my wife. The tree goddess statue. Gracefully run. The pools, training gyms, studios, amphitheaters, huge courses on the back. Yep. It's quite something. Like how much money was put in this academy. Mabumery in Kwan. That's Babumery in Gold City. Yep. It is 7 ground. I They're already running this joke to the ground. Oh my god. Oh my god. They really made you say that, huh? I can't wait to hear this from Soko Soko Paka Live with Rodolph's voice actress talking about this scene. So, yep, Eclipse Sorcerer's Nowhere should be. And Data Striker, my girl. Blackie L. Blackie L. Here we go. There they are. She looks so small. Yeah, Inamatiki. Yep. Blackie L, aka irrelevant. Rugger Black. Oh there. Side games, please. Let us have Soccer Boy already. Come on, we already have Shaddai horses in the game. You did. Yep. Pre, open, G3, G2, G1. Rugger Black's way pissed about us. Classic G1 races for Triple Crowns. We're also having the Derby soon, so I'm excited. We should react to that one. Nippon Derby. Yep, Tokyo Yushun Nippon Derby. Related, yep. Norn. Norn. Oh my god. You gotta love Norn, man. Did you forget? What's that? Masaga. Yeah. And some wins. You have to win some pre-ops, some open specials, then a little bit of G3 and G2. But I've seen many wins G3 and then participating in the classics, especially the derby itself. But mostly, a lot of races need some preliminaries. For example, the Satsuki show, either you need Yayoi show or Asahi High. Use your power, influence to get in the derby. A bit lacking the scene, but to hear the laugh of Rudolph is music to the ears. Well, have there any been 5-year-olds entering the derby? Because I think it's only 4 years olds. Yeah. Why do we have Mary Nice here? I mean, Mary Nice did win the derby. Oh, that's screenshot worthy right there. Thumbnail. Yeah, the eyes. Oh, the eyes, man. I've definitely, it would be an ad break right there, but don't take the central lightly, pumpkin. Hey, Maruzen and Chiono. I'm just clearly glad that they don't use 3D CGI that much in Sin Grey. It just proves how much important this one is. Like it's Senbatsu G3, right? Lineup, yeah. Yep. Kisaragi show, then what's the other Kisaragi show, and then Yayoi show. It's a graded race. Well, about that. Opinions. Rugger Black, aka Blackie L. Kinda, yeah. He did. He was an experienced horse. Musume. Weird. How do you call this? Weird bet. How do you even fall from a chair like that though? I agree. Studying's a bitch. That's why you stock up upon stock knowledge. Well, the moment she gets in, she is in trouble. Come on, Joe. Work your guts up. You can feel Tomoyo's enthusiasm when you're Tsubasa, Craft Univa, and God herself. Make on Tsukasa. Craft Univa. God herself. It's God herself. Parallel run training. Yep. Come on, do your best, Oguri. Go. Let's go. God. You never inside. I mean, that's God herself. Don't question her. Oh, here comes the face. Cloudy. Which was this? February, right? Oh, sorry. Higawa-san. Who was supposed to be Ogawa-san? Blackie Owl. It's Blackie Owl. Oh. Berno in the Central's uniform is pretty cute, to be honest. 1100 meters. No, it's supposed to 1200. Number 2. Yeah, I mean, Sahashi Isoha's pretty known owner back then. Oh, there's my boy. Fuji. Wow. Kyoto News High. Kyoto Shimbun High. Kyoto Shimbun High Kisaragi Show, Yayoi Show, Spring Stakes for G2. Oh yeah. It's kind of different in real life. Please do the spread. Please do justice on this part. Please, anime. I'm hoping. Run Fluffy. Yep, she did. Please. Please do justice on this spread page. Yes! Ah, I love you, Side Games. I love you, Side Games. Thank you for giving justice to this one. Yeah, Oguri did a lot of shaking back then. Yeah, look at the poses. And a change in the AD too. Now it's on the road. Back then it's just the sidewalk. And then da 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 da. Dan da da da. Da dan. Dan dan da dan da. Dan da 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 da. Go. Man, I'm so glad they did justice with that spread page. You cannot see anyone from Kasamatsu in this one. Where's Berno and Musaka? You cannot see anyone yet in the ending. Oh, there's Musaka. There's that trio. And the clubs. Oh, there they are, everyone. But Berno's missing. Okay. Oh, we have an end credit scene. Oh, this bit. We have this bit. Yep. It's pretty close, yeah. Yep. Please give us OVA. And that's it. Oh my god. Yes. Great start to the new arc. They did justice on that last page. Thank fucking god they did. That's like the spread pages in the manga were just so fucking awesome. Like they really need to be done justice in the anime. They did it in the first episode. They did also the same here. Like every arc in the manga has that one awesome double spread landscape art of everything, which is really really awesome. So yeah, that was the 7th episode of Sin Grey, and I think we're gonna start talking about our points. So first point, waifu. This is my waifu. This is Hayakawa Tazuna. If you are already familiar with um Umamusume, you will always see her. I really like her in the game, and there's just something soothing about her voice. Like if the game is all about being waifu, and let me say my top 5 waifu in Umamusume, number 1 would be always Hayakawa Tazuna. The second one would be Tsurugi Ryoka. The third would be Tranzen. No, it's not third. Let me revise that. I just remembered what I missed. First would be Hayakawa Tazuna-san, always number 1. The second one would be a tie between Tsurugi Ryoka-san and then Mei Shodoto, because I am a huge fan of Mei Shodoto in real life. Mei Shodoto is the one who got me into horse racing, so pretty important to me. And the Umamusume version is so adorable that it's just, yes, waifu. And then Tsurugi Ryoka-san, so another NPC character. Hayakawa Tazuna is an NPC, basic. Then the third one would be Tranzen. Tranzen, I really love Tranzen in the game. When I did her story, character story, I melted. I love that character a lot. The fourth one would be the daughter of Special Week, Cesario. Cesario is very, very awesome. I really like her character. I really like her story. I actually cried during her part in the game. In her story, made me cry like a little bitch. But yeah. And then the fifth one would be, this is kind of hard. I need to choose properly. Would be my fifth. Who would be? Oh yeah, I remember now. No, it's not remember. I choose it now. It's Nice Nature. So first we have Hayakawa Tazuna. The second would be Tsurugi Ryoka, and then Mei Shodoto. Third, Tranzen. Fourth would be Cesario. Fifth would be Nice Nature. Yeah, those are my favorite characters in Umamusume waifu levels. And Tazuna-san is just special. I mean, the NPCs do have a little bit of real life horse reference. Hayakawa Tazuna is based on Toki no Minoru. Basically, horse from the 1950s, a double crown horse, never lose once. And out of 10 races he did, 7 out of those were record times. Like, he was a crazy horse. And yeah, he was crazy. Like, if you research about that horse, it's just pure nuts. Although he did 10 races and died before the Kikasho because of infection. I think that was tinnitus. Tetanus or tinnitus? I forgot. But yeah, that's it. That's the cause of his death. He would probably won the Kikasho, to be honest, in basically the second Triple Crown horse before Shinzan taking off in 1960s. So yeah, this is Hayakawa Tazuna-san. She is sporting the colors of Toki no Minoru, the green and the black, and she is well known for loving movies, which is a reference to Toki no Minoru's owner, who does produce movies. And she is also very, very worried with the lack of medical stuff, facilities, resources, something like that. In reference also to the death of Toki no Minoru, dying from the lack of medicine advancement, dying from infection. Yeah, pretty sad fate for the horse. And also there's a movie dedicated for Toki no Minoru. It's called Maburushi no Uma, or The Phantom Horse. And basically the protagonist horse named Takiru is just based on Toki no Minoru. And yeah, it's all the same thing. What happened in the movie is basically like a telling of the life of Toki no Minoru. So yeah, Hayakawa Tazuna, waifu, absolute waifu. And let's get going. Oh, look who's right here in this frame. We have Bamboo Memory and then Gold City, which is kind of confusing sometimes in the setting of Umamusume. Like, Umamusume is so freestyle with everything, and then it's just outright spins back into confusing, and then makes sense, then confusing again. Like, Gold City right here, basically, Gold City right here, she calls Bamboo Memory Senpai. So basically, Bamboo Memory is older than Gold City right here, which is funny because in real life, Gold City is older than Bamboo Memory. And yeah, Bamboo Memory calls Oguri Senpai. So Oguri is older than the both of them. Although in reality, Gold City was older than Oguri even too. Like, this is it gets confusing. Like, there's a horse to Umamusume called Tosen Jordan. They are basically classmates with Gold City. Both are Garus. They're also classmates with Jungle Pocket, who Jungle Pocket, the protagonist of beginning of the New Era movie, which is funny. Tosin Jordan is the son of Jungle Pocket. Like, everything is so out of work, like relationship, hierarchy, or age-wise. Like, it's funny too because you think of that, and then there's Biwa Hayahide, which is kind of older than everyone. And then there is Maruzensky, who is definitely way older than everyone in the entire campus. Like, you have to question it sometimes because Maruzensky is from the 70s, like late 70s. And then we already have Haiseko, Speed Symboli, and then Saint Light. And Haiseko is the nearest nearest character to Maruzensky in terms of age in real life. I mean, so it's kind of makes me confused. Like, what would happen if the TTG era gets implemented as Umamusume, where Tosho Boy, 10 Point, and then Green Grass? What about those three? Are we gonna have some weird shenanigans like they are older than Maruzensky, or they're gonna be students? I wish they would be students to be so we can roll for them. Shinzan too, like, come on, Psy Games, because we have Yamanin Global, who got implemented as an Umamusume, but not as a playable character, but more of a NPC named Sugar Lights. And she's older than every students in Umamusume too. Although Yamanin Global was 1 year younger than Oguri Cap, so basically it gets confusing. Okay, the setting for Umamusume gets confusing, especially hierarchy between characters. So yeah, Bamboo Memory. It's funny because in the manga, when Oguri gets introduced into the class, you can see Bamboo Memory inside the class too, although they're not of the same year level. So I guess something funny for a bit from the manga. So yeah, let's go to the next point. Okay, so this part, it said that the only 7 crown Umamusume in history. So yeah, around the time in the 80s, you could say that about Rudolph, and then the 90s, in 2000s came Kasamatsu, the new century came, and everything just goes bonkers. Especially TM Opera during 2000 itself. He was a 8 crown horse, never lose once in his race during that year. Absolutely bonkers of a horse. We also have the newly implemented racehorse, Almond Eye, who's known for 9 G1 wins. So, although they would say that Rudolph is a 7 crown, we have Almond 9, who is a 9 crown horse. definitely that as time goes on, more and more horses gets absolutely bonkers with their winning achievements. And right here, at this panel, he says that there are no guarantees in racing, but with Rudolph, it's something you can be sure of. Like I do remember the quote. I don't remember if Okabe say it or was it on some of the magazines that, because funny story about the derby with Rudolph is that when Okabe was, or I think it was around the third or fourth corner, Okabe was urging Rudolph to position himself, like he was tugging along the reins, like he was doing this a lot, but Rudolph wouldn't move. The moment Rudolph entered the home stretch from the fourth corner, it was like, yep, right on, this is the spot. And then Rudolph just accelerated on his own. Like that was a story Okabe said about Rudolph during Derby. And like Rudolph is a very very smart horse. Like he knows the goal line, he knows when to advance on his own. Like he was a special horse, Rudolph. A bit sad that his final race in which was held in America was just it was a disappointing result of greedy aspirations perhaps. So yeah, but his final race in Japan, which was Arimakenen, that was spectacular. Okay, around this part, Bernolite is exhibiting a reference to the father of Oguri Cap, Iwamasaru. Basically, the guy was the in charge of taking care of Oguri's hooves and whatnot. And although at first Iwamasaru was not allowed to join Oguri Cap to the central because he is not qualified, but the buyer of Oguri Cap, Iso Sahashi, basically Sahashi Iso, why I'm changing the name, Sahashi Iso guaranteed for him, basically backing up, like this guy is the one who will take care of Oguri. This guy knows Oguri inside and out. I will not have anyone other than him. And yeah, Iwamasaru was allowed to come together with Oguri Cap, and he was the one taking care of the hooves for Oguri Cap. So Berno coming with Oguri to the central is that story. So yeah, here's the famous quote. Oh my god, I'm so I don't know what the voice actress for Rudolph felt right here. Those English was just hard. That was hard. I mean, I wonder if Azusa-san felt cringing about this. So yeah, we have the quote here. Eclipse first, the rest nowhere. This is a real quote. This was the quote of the guy who bought the racehorse Eclipse back in 1760s. Yep, in England. Basically, he saw this horse winning in one of the races, and he just like, yep, I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna buy that horse with the money that I win from betting on that said horse. And then yeah, he raised Eclipse a lot, and then he said this quote: Eclipse first, the rest nowhere. Yeah, I think it was about that one race. I forgot which race was that. It's an old English race. Basically, Eclipse beat everyone so hard there was a distance of 230 meters or so. Like he reached the goalpost, and 230 meters away is the second horse. Basically, everyone did not match that. Everyone cannot chase down Eclipse. He left everyone in the dust, disqualifying everyone by winning that said race with a huge margin, like that, an enormous, like how was that, like 11 furlongs, 11 furlongs, about 200 something yards because they used yards imperial units back in the day. So yeah, around that. It was nuts. Was nuts. Okay, we're gonna read it. They are my girls, my favorite girls. And this one we start with Dicta Striker, which is not the real name of the horse. In real life, Dicta Striker's real life name is Soccer Boy, and basically one of the horses that I am waiting so hard for Cygames to implement. I mean, Soccer Boy is owned by Shadai Racing Club, and there are already many Shadai horses in the game. Well, can I say many? All I remember is Neo Universe and then Fellow. Bubblegum Fellow, yeah, I think those are the only two Shadai horses we have in Umamusume. I would be very, very happy if we also get Soccer Boy in the game. And one of my favorite characters here in the game, in the manga, Dicta Striker. I just love Striker's charisma in this manga show. And we have Sakura Chiyono, member of the Sakura clan. If you watch season 1 to 3, you would know Sakura Bakshin-o in season 3, who was chasing Kitasan Black. Because in real life, Sakura Bakshin-o is the grandfather of Kitasan Black, the protagonist of season 3. And this is one of the Sakura horses, part of the Sakura trading company. This is one of the oldest horse or owners in Japan, I think. Yeah. And we also have the Meisho, Shadai. Yeah, I think Meisho, Shadai. There are more. Very, very old. The Mejiro was very old too. Tosho still runs today. Yep. All these days it's all about Sunday, some Silk, North Hills, Danon, Nox. Yeah, I think those are clans for the horses. But yeah, Sakura Chiyono, one of the Sakura horses, and there's that. We're gonna talk about one scene, particular scene with Sakura Chiyono later. Mejiro are done. It's funny about Mejiro are done. I think one of the most well-known Mejiro that never how do you call this without making it spoiler, but let's just say that Major Ardan is well known to be called as a heavy tank, like those heavy tank, because of the way Major Ardan runs. So everyone compares Ardan to a heavy tank, so that's what's his nickname, the heavy tank. Okay, so they translate as Black L. If you say this the name here in Kana, it's Blackie. It's supposed to Blackie Yell, like Blackie Yell. So this, like Dicta Striker, this is not the real name of the horse. The real name is Rugger Black. And if was Rugger Black ever black and yellow? No, he was yellow and light blue. That was his colors. Yeah. Yellow. Light blue, yeah, two yellow stripes in the chest, and then I think yellow limbs for the arms. So yeah, pretty respectable. I wouldn't call it respectable. He only had one G3 win, and basically, yeah. The last win was Violet Stakes. Yep, that was his last win, and then his last race. What was Rugger Black's last race? Fukushima Kinen. I think it was Fukushima Kinen. I think it was Fukushima Kinen. Yeah. After Violet Stakes, he never won once. Afterwards, Oh god, I just spoiled myself. I just spoiled everyone now, did I? Oh no, sorry, I'm sorry guys. Here comes mama. Mama, 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 mama. Super Creek, everyone's mama. Ditch ne. Be careful if you have Super Creek nearby because you're gonna get ditched ne. Super Creek is... Which was the first win of Super Creek? I don't remember. Was it supposed to be Kikasho? No. First win. Sumerisho. Yeah, it was supposed to be Sumerisho. And then Kobe and Tokyo. Was it Tokyo or Kyoto? No, Kyoto Shimbunhai, Kobe Shimbunhai, then Kyoto Shimbunhai. All of them are losses. To which I know one was Yayan Mutiki. Oh no, Kyoto Shimbunhai. The winner was Yayan Mutiki, and the Kobe Shimbunhai was Yaeno Daya. And then first quite the strong, very very strong horse too, to be honest, Super Creek, and pretty much famous too because the main jockey of Super Creek was Taki Yutaka, and Taki Yutaka is very very well known jockey in Japanese horse racing world, often nicknamed as the magician. A Filipino has a magician called Efren Bata Reyes, then Japan has a magician called Taki Yutaka. So as always, when Taki Yutaka does his thing, it's called Taki Magic. So yeah, and this is his horse. Like Taki Yutaka really love this horse. Like he spoils a lot Super Creek because Super Creek is like a baby who wants to be spoiled. So they basically use that relationship as a characterization for Super Creek as an Umamusume, turn her into a mama type character who spoils others. So especially the smaller Umamusumes, they get ditchune. Pardon me, I'm just eating something. Okay, continuing on. Sorry that I just ate something. Was getting famished. So we have here Yaino Moteki, a very very unruly horse in real life. The temperament of this horse was something else, which is funny because they did a complete opposite in the manga, but they did reference the Yaino Moteki's very unruly temperament in real life. They did say as a background story is that she was a very rambunctious child and then grew up to be this very very stoic very calm demeanor character. Something else. So yeah, about here, Oguri cannot enter the classics. If I remember correctly, when Oguri Koichi sold Oguri Cap to Sahashi Isso, there was nothing about the classics. Like they really didn't care if Oguri is going to enter the classics or not. Like sure, if Oguri can get some big G1s, then it was worth it. It was worth selling Oguri, buying Oguri and everything. But the classics was not something they cared about because the last race Gold Junior held in January of 1988, and Oguri was supposed to be, if they wanted Oguri to enter the classics, then it should be around 1987. Oguri should have transferred in 1987 and then how do you call this again? Register during those times. So during probably around Asahi High Sansai Stakes or something. In this December, Asahi High Radio Tampasio. Around those races would be the biggest gateway for near horses back then to enter the classics. Right now, Radio Tampahay was turned into the G1 race, hopeful stakes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, around this time, they didn't care that Oguri would enter the classics or not. So, we're making a big deal out of this. Oh boy, here we are, the caliber of the Emperor itself, bearing her presence. Oh, Oguri, Rudolph's very, very serious face is just something else, man. I mean, let me find it in the manga for a sec. Okay, here's the page exact. Oh, that's awesome. We can see Rudolph's face right there. Oh, it's awesome. Man, I'm glad that the anime gives the same vibes of the manga. There's charms between the two. The manga is the more dead looking eyes of Rudolph, as she had that serious face, was really giving off the intense, like, don't fuck around right here. Since the anime has more leeway to represent everything, so they did this with a darkening aura of Rudolph with her glowing violet eyes, which is fucking awesome. Oh, they did so much. I did say it. This is a thumbnail. This is the thumbnail we're getting. This is also a good choice for thumbnail, but I'm gonna stick with Angry Rudolph's face for this one. Okay, so we have this little scene here in the episode around 12:46. We see Sakura Chiyono and then Maruzensky together. This is a real life reference. Sakura Chiyono's father, the sire, is Maruzensky. So Maruzensky kind of doting on Chiyono is just a real life reference, familial blood relationship. In season 1, Maruzensky is also kind of doting on Special Week. That's because Special Week is the grandson of Maruzensky. So yeah, Maruzensky's daughter was Camping Girl. I almost forgot the name of the mayor. Camping Girl, which is the mother of Maruzensky. Special Week, Maruzensky, Camping Girl, and then Special Week. So yeah, please, Psy Games, just let us have TDG as a role students Umamusume, so we can roll for them. Please do not let Maruzensky be the only playable Umamusume that came from the 70s. I was expecting Haiseko a lot, and we did get Haiseko, but not on the level of just an NPC. It broke my heart, man. It broke my heart. Haiseko and Oguri Cap are both idle horses. Come on. This scene is also something Musaka said that many of the local horses that transferred to the central races have basically unsuccessful. And that's kind of true. During these times, local horses were just not up to par to the central horses. And this is where two of the most well-known horses that transport are very, very loved. First would be Haiseko, which I said earlier. Haiseko, someone who I want to be in the game, but didn't expect to have her as just an NPC. So yeah, Haiseko from the locals transferring to the nationals and garnering a lot of love, fans, and everyone dedicated fans for him. The second would be Oguri Cap. Oguri Cap, yep, basically a monster when he transferred to the central. That's why he has the name the Gray Monster, which is super horse. So Oguri was a super idle horse. Basically revive horse racing when it's declining in popularity, made women to be horse racing addicts somehow. And basically, when it comes to merchandise and stuff, Oguri Cap basically made everything shot up like a rocket. He was something else. Oguri was very something else. And next would be, I wouldn't want to say the name because it would be a spoiler. It's still part of Sin Grey that we're gonna talk about idol horses that came from the locals that goes to the how do you call this? The central. I wouldn't say the name because it would be a spoiler for her, for him or for her, for him, because the real life horse was a stallion, not a mare. So yeah, there's something about yes, so yeah, not everything, even some blah blah blah. So yeah, man, when you see the 1988, the 1988 generation, aka the last Showa generation, it is something else. Showa 63. You got Chiyono, Yaino Muteki, what's the others? I cannot fathom the of others, the silhouettes. A quick comment right here. Like, I really love Tomoyo's voice acting on this part. It's so damn cute. Like, it's really perfect voice acting in this part. And this is the characters that NPCs under Musaka Genjiro's guidance make on Tsukasa, Craft Univa, and then it's funny when it comes to Craft Univa is that she is basically based on two characters, two horses. The Craft comes from Minecraft, Univa comes from Neo Universe. And funnily enough, Neo Universe gets implemented, and then Minecraft gets also implemented. so Craft Universe existence is kind of contradictory now, to be honest. Thank God she's mostly present in Sin Grey timeline than the other timelines. And then we have the god herself, God Honeyball. I mean, you ought to pay respect to God Honeyball. She is God. Pay respect. Deify her. Do everything. Worship her. And this right here is Team Musaka. Team Roppe, to be honest. I mean, it's funny because in Sin Grey, they never have the star theme team names. If you watch it from the other, the OVAs don't have RTT, Sakematsu, the Sakematsu groups never had to. Like, Narita Top Pro doesn't have it. Admire Vega doesn't have those. Team Opera especially don't have it. Jungle Pocket don't have it. Manhattan Cafe don't. Dance Flame don't. But in season 1 to 3, there's always the team name, which is taken after the stars. Like, also in the game, it also have the team names. So in season 1, we have team. Oh my god, what's the theme? Season 1's the guy's name. Okay, so I remembered. Team Spica. Team Spica, Regal, Altair, so many names like that. That was the season 1 season 1 to 3, the main team of our protagonist, Team Spica. And the in the game, the first team would be Team Sirius, and the second team would be the second main story. The second main story to's team name would be Team Askela. So, yeah. The Sin Grey and the Sakematsu timelines don't have team names, surprisingly enough. Yeah, this is a funny thing to see, to be honest. Like, you when you watch a race and you see this happening, like and then your favorite horse, the one you betted, is right here. It's up to the jockey if he can direct the horse to pass the blockade, which is really really hard, to be honest. Like, this is what also happened during the Ari Makinen in 2024. The horse that I basically cheering on, Urban Chick, got got choke on the blockade like this also. So yeah, same with the Satsuki show with Eric King. Eric King, after recovering from the injury, was not up on a great shape. Suffered the same problem during the run. Who was the jockey of Eric King in the Satsuki show? Was it Christophe Lemaire or Kawada Yuga? Was it Kawada? No, it's the Kawada Yuga in Satsuki show. Yeah, it was so bad, man. He was 11th place, and yep, I can't wait for the Derby. Still cheering for Eric King. Oh man, the Sunday racings, the horses from Sunday Racing are just way too strong, man. I just want to beat them. Them get beaten. Like, I want the winner of this year's Derby be from someone else. I mean, I'm kind of biased in supporting Eric King too, because he is owned by Fujita Susumu, the guy who owns Cyber Agent, who also owns Sai Games, which owns Umamusume. I wonder when will Sai Games will implement Fujita's horses into the game. Like, we have Forever Young, Eric King, etc. Okay, this guy. There's Akasaka. We all know Akasaka from season 1 all the way here. And this guy with her, Igawa, he has got to be a reference to Ogawa Keiichiro. He has to be. I mean, if you listen to some of the old races of Oguri Cap, you can hear Ogawa-san speaking, Ogawa Keiichiro. He's a funny dude. He's a funny dude when you listen to him, and yeah, that's that. He is a very well-learned man in terms of horse racing, and when you listen to him, it just makes you smile when you listen to him. This, I thank you so much, Sai Games for adopting this scene spectacularly. Like, take a look at this in the manga panel, like, right there. Compare it, like, damn. Although the manga panel has it on more dynamic shot than the anime, but still, it evokes the same feeling. Oh man, it is awesome. Kudos to Sai Games, man. Like, at least they're doing justice to these kind of finals, and every arc, if I remember correctly, also has one kind of spread page like this. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm so happy that they're doing justice. Episode 1, they did justice to the Oguri Cap's name reveal. Right now, episode 7, they're also doing the same justice, showing the spectacular scene here in Pegasus Stakes. And yep, this is something Oguri Cap does a lot in his races, shaking. Before entering the gate, he shakes a lot. He does that a lot. And here we are in the ending. You can see Musaka here. Meikon Tsukasa, Krafiriva, and then God herself, God Hannibal. And you're not seeing any of the Kasamatsu guys anymore. And I was thinking, where was Berno after everything? Here she is with the other three scientists, Umamusume. And then we have Rugger Black, Sakura Tsuyono, followed by Dicta Striker. And then we have the trio of Sakura Tsuyono, Mijiro Ardan, and then Super Creek. And that's pretty much the new changes in the ending. Yeah. Oh my god. What a great episode. What a great opening episode for a new arc. Oh wait, there's one more. So around here in the manga, this is something they have omitted. Around here in the manga, Oguri was sizing up Hayakawa Tazuna, and then she said something along the lines of, there's something strange about Tazuna, and that's Oguri was saying that's what Oguri was saying about Tazuna-san. And yeah, this is basically one of the running jokes in Umamusume community. Both the chairman and Tazuna, the assistant, are actually Umamusumes and not humans, despite having full Japanese name and not of that of horses. Because back then, old Japanese thoroughbreds usually would have a Japanese name. Like for example, Hayakawa Tazuna, the real horse was Tokino Minoru, which is quite the normal Japanese name, to be honest. Yeah, Yaino Mutiki is also not a normal name, but still a full Japanese name, to be something like that. And which is kind of something from the old days. People, horse races tend to have a full Japanese name. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up everything now with the 7th episode of Umamusume Cinderella Grey. I hope that you guys also have fun with this episode, and whatever trivia I've managed to give, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you guys pretty much on the next episode. So bye bye.